just sitting here out of the wind in the trailer. I wanted to sit outside. It is 6:46, Sunday the 20th. And it was pretty breezy all night, but we slept good, which is really what we needed to feel great today. We went hard that first night, man, and ruined us yesterday, kind of. So just having some coffee, gonna get the day started. Oh, we found the soft spot.
We got upwind.
Yeah. Don't pull through here when I leave. Let's go get this turkey all juiced up with 9 sticks of butter and some salt and pepper, I guess. I don't know. Let's do it though. And our turkey is ready for the fire pit. She's burning. Yeah, like half the charcoal's buried, huh? Before we lose our coals completely to the wind, better get this turkey in there. Yeah, you be a good turkey and cook.
That's right. Get hot.
Get hot, buddy. Just leave it long enough, it'll bury itself. We are gonna go for a dirt bike ride, and then we'll come back and gas up the car. And I think we're gonna go to China Wall, and then maybe a big ride out to Swing Set and all that kind of stuff. So it's early though, so we're gonna do the motorcycle, so it's a little bit warmer before we go out for the long ride. Let's do it. It is windy. In too high a gear. I think I was rolling over this in like third real slow,
yeah,
and it just died.
Yeah.
But it won't start now. Go on.
Come on, baby, you can do it.
That is weird.
Yeah, so weird. Yeah, we'll just sit.
All right, be back at you with either a tow or not.
One eternity later.
Well, this should be fun. Yep, good times. There we go. Good. Well, we made it back. That was a ton of fun. No idea what's wrong with it. I don't care right now. But that is the second time, and I think it was even the last trip I had it here that something went wrong with it. So the first time was a bad battery, and this time I have no idea. Just stalled, would not start back up. So seems like some kind of fueling issue, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm gonna have some lunch. Look at these vultures, huh? looking at my chimichangas. Silly gooses. Still blowing pretty hard out there, but wind is supposed to lay down around noon and supposedly be pretty much gone by dinner time, so let's hope that turkey's cooking. That was a great ride. And now we're back at camp. It is our Thanksgiving day, so turkey's cooking, dogs are coming out. Hey buddy, hey bud, he wants to come out so bad. Getting the Thanksgiving table set up. Beautiful sunset, and it is time to dig up the turkey. Yeah, we're gonna dig it up. Time to dig up the turkey. Got neighbors moving in, got a camp there, camp over here. Got another camp back behind us. People moving in for the week. Reminds me every time of like eating a bird that you shot. dig softly. Randall always gets the dirty work. You're like what's his name? Something Rowe.
Yeah, no.
Dirty jobs.
Right, Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe. Is it hot?
Nope.
No? Oh shit. Not a good sign. That's funny. We put 30 pounds of charcoal down there.
I know.
There it is. Uh-oh. That don't look done. Nope. Here, we got a... That looks like a raw turkey.
Yep.
Yeah, that's... Holy shit. That didn't cook at all.
No.
It just sat down there. I think the coal just got snuffed out.
Aww.
Well, that's a no-go on the bird. It's the first year we failed that hard. But when we were digging the hole today and letting the charcoal get hot, the wind was just covering up the charcoal as fast as it was getting hot. So we pretty much put it in a cold hole for the day. So we're gonna throw it in the oven and just let it cook for the night to save it. But it's gonna be a turkeyless Thanksgiving. Damn it. Are we all ready for our Friendsgiving in Glamis?
Yes, we
Turkey
are.
didn't turn out, but Randall saved the day with
Chicken.
Turkey's closest cousin.
Yeah, little turkeys.
That's all right.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Jimmy Dean, or as I call it, Jimmy John's. So update this morning. Good morning. It is Monday the 21st. Randall and Tiffany pulled out last night and we got ourselves a new camping group. It was kind of interesting. People are pulling in trying to kind of like cordon off their area for the whole Thanksgiving week. And they just kind of pulled in and guy was real friendly, walked up, and we're all camping together now. So, we're all in one big circle. So the beta's down and the sand rail's probably down because it seems like we heard a squeaking coming back yesterday and it sounded like it was coming from the front driver's side tire. And I think the wheel bearing shot, I just kind of took it apart and it's got play in it. And it's not worth risking busting it off out there. So it's gonna be a weird day. The only thing we got running right now is the quad. So I'm gonna have some breakfast. I think I'm gonna go out and see if I can take the beta apart and maybe see if it's fouled a plug or something like that. And if I can't get that running, we're gonna take the sand car out here into the small dunes and take our Christmas portrait, family portrait, and figure out the rest of the day. So keep you posted. So we can sum up the weekend for you. Today really didn't pan out. The beta I did figure out, well actually I don't know what's wrong with it, but I swapped fuses around even though none of them looked blown. And then what else did I do? A couple of connections almost looked kind of pinched, some of the wires, so I moved those out of the way. Took the spark arrestor out for no reason. That wouldn't have done anything. I just forgot I'd left it in there. And then it wanted to start up, so we went up to Gilmore's and they had only the cheapest, worst batteries you could hope for. Terrible little Chinese batteries. Anyways, it got back and it did get the beta started, but it didn't have enough power to keep it running. So yeah, beta's just now, it runs, but it needs a new lithium battery, a stronger battery. So we were trying to get that done today. I gave it all I had, all the effort I could, so we could go out and do some riding, but it just wasn't meant to be. We don't want to do any big rides in the car by ourselves for obvious reasons with no support, so we're just hanging out today. I was really hoping it was going to be us on the quad and the motorcycle. We would have done that all afternoon, go over to Olds. I can't think of anything else I can do. I couldn't find a lithium up there. So anyways, moving on. Hanging out today. A little overview on the car, since I never really did talk about it. Not a whole lot anyways. It's a 2001 Sand Cars Unlimited. I don't know if it has a specific model to it, like an ultralight, or if it's the full-size car. I've seen the ultralights and they look like a lot smaller than this. So I don't think this is any kind of necessarily like ultralight kind of setup, but it is a light car. I'm gonna guess it's close to 2,000 pounds. It's got a Honda J35. It's a V6. It's basically like a Honda Odyssey motor. And naturally aspirated. I know it's somewhere like around 235 horsepower. I had new headers made. The old ones were shot to hell. This is just polished stainless, but they turned out great. It's got a T3, T4 turbo on it. I did a new blow-off valve and did this little billet pulley. Hooked up an AFR gauge. It's got really nice upper, you know, all the higher end parts on the top and the painted covers and all that stuff's from the original motor, although the lower or the short block's been replaced. But and it's on a Motec ECM, an old school one, like an M48 or something like that. The last trip that we came out here, I was under the impression it was somewhere around 400 horsepower, but when we drove it, it wasn't like, it was fast, but it seemed like something was not like all there, all the potential wasn't there. Something just didn't seem right to me about it. So ended up basically it had a 7-pound spring in it. The kid that I bought it from put a 7-pound spring in it, and it was really tuned for a lot more than that in its day. So when I swapped it out, I put a 14-pound spring back in it, and the AFR is reading good. It was reading rich, so wasn't worried about it running too lean for that much boost. But we picked up somewhere in 100 horsepower range. The car is an absolute animal. Scary fast. Like it's probably it might be the fastest sand rail I've ever been in. I mean, keep in mind all of them been around 500 horsepower, but the car is light too, and it just wants to pick the front end up. The boost comes on so low. It's just an absolute animal. So could not be happier. In that regard, it blew our minds this weekend. I had B-pillars put in. A buddy of mine he builds race car cages for a living, and he actually does obviously side work too. So he did those for me. We found an old crack in a weld on the other side, and so he went ahead and threw a couple of corner gussets in, and then I just need to paint match this stuff. And I noticed this front wheel bearing is probably super old. It's got some play in it, so I'm gonna swap those out when we get home. I was gonna have the car dynoed and tuned, but it's running so damn good, it'd just be nice if I didn't have to deal with that. I don't know that it's necessary. I'm not really curious to know if it's absolutely 502 wheel horsepower or not, because it's so damn fast. I don't really care. But other things I did this summer, it's just, again, it's because it's an older car. You buy something 20 years old, it's gonna need a few things. Still needs a rear main seal replaced. It's not the end of the world, but it creates a little mess. Randy also replaced this stainless line for the power steering pump. It was leaking. And then I did new 300M axles. I had the CV housings polished up, and then did new cages inside. Just, you know, why not? Threw a new battery in it, all the little things that you don't want to deal with. And then just a old-fashioned tune-up, all the little bits and pieces in the motor, coils and spark plugs, and just went through all that, of course, and changed that stuff out. But we love it. It's a ton of fun. Other things I did wasn't a whole lot. I added the Baja Designs light bar and replaced the original lights up front and kept the little old school buggy ones because I think they're cool. And it needs upholstery, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth spending the money on it. I'm pretty satisfied where it's at. It's got all the car-to-car stuff, which is really nice. I need new headphones because these actually kill our ears. They're so damn tight. I don't don't know, I can't figure out how they're not adjustable, but they don't appear to be. But yeah, we are, hope you guys enjoyed the videos. I don't know really how it turned out because some of the filming didn't really happen since we kind of hit snags this weekend on a couple of things, but we had a good time. There's nothing better than Thanksgiving in Glamis, and it really hasn't been busy. Last year we were in Wash, what, 13-ish?
Something close to like 10.
Seemed really packed. We're in 16 this time. Randall got us a great spot. Aside from the unexpected neighbors, which again, we're not mad about it at all. It's just kind of weird. It's never happened before where like somebody moved in and was like, hey, let's all camp together, friend. But that's cool. They seem like really nice people. They did invite us to go on a big ride with them today, but I was focused on getting that damn beta battery, and I wanted us to go ride really bad. But we're gonna hang out. She's gonna make some homemade chili, which is freaking rocking, and she's just finally getting to do some riding herself, which she didn't get to do because I failed.
Thanks, honey.
But we had a great time.
We did.
Yep. So we're gonna just hang out. I might film a little bit more today, might not, I don't know. If we don't, thank you for watching the videos. Hopefully one or two good ones came out of this trip. We'll try to be better prepared for next time. Do a little bit better job. But thank you. Like the videos if you do, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It's so funny, like 90% of the people that watch videos aren't subscribed. Really motivates me to make videos if you guys subscribe to the channel and check in on it every once in a while. But appreciate you anyways, even if you didn't subscribe. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you're coming out here, or if you're already out here, have a safe one. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.